All right, it is Wednesday night, so we are back with the Apex Energy Truck Series here on Slingshot Racing. We got a doozy here tonight, guys. After an exciting start of the season, where both of the first two races ended in crazy last lap runs, battles for the win. We got 100 laps here tonight at Michigan. Qualifying is just starting. After those first two races, we got Johnny Rapp in the lead with by 4 points over Rhett Tucker and 7 points over Josh Ward. Let's head out and check on some qualifying. If I can. Oh. While we watch some qualifying going on, we can go over the race analysis. We will have 100, like I said, 100 laps here tonight. The expected fuel window will be 30 laps for a tank of gas. So we'll see how far people can stretch it. Last night in the Cup Series, the fuel strategy came up big. Where a few guys, including the race winner of the 30 car, Justin Gann, stretched their last run, or stretched both of their runs as far as they could, and were able to hold off to take the top three away from the perennial leader in the race, Aaron Smith. So we'll see if that plays out the same way tonight. We got quite a few trucks here. Looks to be about 30 tonight. So a nice size field. I am alone again here tonight, so bear with me. Right now it looks like Ellis Thomas is at the top of the leaderboard for qualifying. He has a 40.021. Nick DeCesare is in second, 600ths of a second behind. Then Patrick Daubenberger is in third, 700ths of a second behind. While qualifying is finishing, I think it is over now, it looks like. So we will go to the national anthem real quick and then go through as much of the grid as we can get. We were a little behind here tonight, so let's go. All right, we are back. Let us run through the grid here tonight for the start of the race. On pole, it is Ellis Thomas with a 40.021 lap. Nick DeCesare will be in second. Starting third is Patrick Daubenberger. Chris Smith in the 28 will be starting fourth. Fifth will be Andrew McGronigle in the 94. Rhett Tucker in the 99 will be in sixth. Patrick O'Toole will be starting seventh. Matt Kuntz in eighth. Ninth will be Keith Bouchard, and Nathan Rogie will round out your top 10 starting. In 11th, it'll be 37 of Trevor Trago. Rye Jones will be starting 12th. Excuse me. Jamie Leach will be starting 13th. Shane Bradshaw will be in 14th. 15th will be the 55 of Evan Pienta. Brady Powers will be starting 16th. Zachary Dowse will be starting 17th, and Jay Heishman will be starting in 18th. The 92 of Josh Ward will be starting 19th. Johnny Rapp will be rolling off in 20th. 21st will be Tim Tokarski in the 25. Timmy Emanuel will be starting in 22nd. Chase Berry will be rolling off in 23rd, followed by Paul Thomas in 24th. Row 13 will be Lee Campbell and Cordell Lofgren. Jeff Pogo will be starting 27th. Matt Scherf will be in 28th. 29th will be Patrick Colby. 30th will be George Fetzko. Tarun Motorcurdy will be in 31st. And I believe that will be... And then Joshua Kane will be in 33rd. Scott Tompkins is the race control. So that is a 32-car field here tonight. So again, we got 100 laps here tonight and 2 sets of tires in the pits for these guys, which if they can run the full 30 laps on fuel will be a 2-stop race. We'll see if anybody tries to stretch it as far as they can. There should, if we stay green, which last night in the Cup Series we only had 1 caution and it was early on in the race. So if we could stay green like last night, then there'll be a lot of strategies to look out for here tonight. There might be a few more cautions with how many people are starting here tonight, but these guys have been putting on a good show, so I believe they'll be good. The pace car rolls down onto pit road, and Ellis Thomas is going to take them to the green flag to start the race. Looks like a good start by everybody here tonight. There's still, the 51 looks like he's trying to make a 3 wide going into 1, but he backs out. And there's still 2 by 2 by 2 all the way through the field here. Oh, we got a truck that bounced off the wall back there, but he kept it straight, so it looks like we'll be good to go. As they're still battling for the lead here, coming out of Ford, trying to get that first lap led here tonight. Is Ellis going to beat him to the line? It looks like he is. And Ellis Thomas leads the first lap here tonight. That's some much needed bonus points after his race last week, which didn't end up too well for him, unfortunately. But Nick DeCesare is hanging strong on the outside of that 00. As they're like 4 wide back here, battling for 8. Down to 3 wide. They're keeping it 3 wide. They're trying to make it 4 yet again here, going through 3 and 4. They get it. Looked like they're getting started out, but the 91 of Rye Jones wants to move. Looks like he's in a hurry to move forward here. They're still 3 wide going through 1. Looks like everyone's trying to get as much as they can out of these fresh tires here to start off. The 92 of Josh Ward is diving under Rye Jones here going into 3. And out front, the 00 has taken the lead. And it looks like Chris Smith is trying to follow him past Ellis Thomas. Going into 1. And it looks like Ellis is just going to give up this. Oh, he got into the back of him there. But they keep it straight. Chris has a nice little run there through 3. Looks like he really wants to get these laps led for his bonus points. He looks to the inside of Nick DeCheshire going into 1 here. And he completes the pass through 2. Ellis Thomas is trying to follow him, but he got stuck on his inside. We'll see if he can complete the pass through 3 here, or if DeCheshire hangs on again. And it looks like he does, but Chris Smith will lead lap 4 there. We've got 3 leaders in the first 4 laps, or first 5 laps, excuse me. And there's a whole bunch of trucks that are coming up to try to get in on that lap lead. Josh Ward continues to move through the field. He's trying to pass the 22 of Brady Powers on the outside, the 3 and 4 here. Looks like he's going to get backed up a little bit behind Evan Pienta. And Johnny Rapp dives to the inside of both of them here on the front stretch out of 4. Making it 3 wide going into 1. That's one good thing about Michigan here. You got plenty of lanes to choose from, so you can make moves like that work to a degree, at least on fresh tires for sure. But it looks like Rapp either backed out or is paying for the dive to the inside there. Up front, DeCheshire takes the lead back from the 28 of Chris. Okay. First 4 look like they're single file, and then there's a lot of 2x2 behind them. At first, side by side is between the 22 and the 2. There's a battle for 7th here. We got 3 wide right behind them for a brief moment, but the 06 decided to back out. Out front, it looks like they're calming down a little bit, but in the mid pack here, as you can see, everyone is all over each other. Looked like Patrick Colby in the 9 got into the rear of Tragle there for just a little bit in 3. As you see, the field starts to single file out here. For the most part, this mid group, they're still all over each other, but the front and the back are nose to tail. The 92 is trying to move back up after losing a few spots over the last couple laps. This is for 9th. front, it is still Nick DeCheshire, the 00, leading this. As the 94 of Andrew McGonigal is making a move on Smith in the 28 here, going down the backstretch. As soon as they all calmed down for a lap or so, they decided to get back to racing really hard here, it looks like. And it looks like McGonigal wants to go up there and grab a couple laps led himself. Back in 5th, we are side by side. Oh, we have our first caution. Let me try to find out who that is. Oh, looks like it's the 64 of Keith Bouchard. Let's go take a look at this. Oh, down the backstretch. See if we can get a better view of this. All right, so going down the backstretch, he's on the inside. Oh, the 83 looks like he just hooked him. I don't know what that was about. Let's see if there was something that happened before that here. Oh. All right, so 64 got really wide through turns 2 there, and he had to really check up and pull down, and then as he was still coming back up to speed, he just got right hooked by the 83. So that'll bring out your first caution here tonight. We will see if anybody decides to come down pit road. And it looks like everyone's going to be hitting pit lane here. Looks like the 4 of Matt Scherf is staying out. I don't know if he was a lap down. In the race off pit road, the 94 of Andrew McGonigal and the 55 of Evan Pienta beat the leader, DeCheshire, coming off of pit road. All right. While we get back lined up, we are going to take a quick commercial break. And we are back. We are coming to green this next time by. And Matt Scherf in the Ford did stay out. He is the only truck that stayed out here, and he is going to choose the outside line. The running order: for this restart is Matt Scherf for the 4 will be your leader. Andrew McGonigal will be restarting second. Evan Pienta will be restarting in third. Fourth will be Nick DeChestre. Fifth will be Patrick Daubenberger. Chris Smith will be in sixth. Then Brady Powers, Ellis Thomas, Rhett Tucker, and Jamie Leach will be rounding out your top 10 on this restart. It looked like everybody, for the most part, was doing a really good job keeping it clean while still running hard that first run. Let's see if they can continue that here for the next bit. Pace car is off. Scherf leads them to the line, and he spins his tires. It looks like so the outside lineman will really have to check up. McGonigal gets the jump because of the spin tires. Everybody else seems to have done a good job staying off each other. No incident on the restart, but that gave McGonigal and Pienta a pretty good gap here over the rest of the field. And it looks like they're going to try to. Oh, we do have another wreck. Let's try to find it here. The 91 of Rhett Jones. Let's see what happened. Coming out of 2. Oh, looks like he was just trying to get. Everyone was just trying to get down for the 4 truck there, and there just wasn't much room for that to happen. Let's take another look here. Oh. We will go on board once I find the camera. So yeah, coming through 2, you can see that they're 4 wide up there in front of him because he just doesn't have the same speed, and as Rhett tries to avoid it, there's somebody underneath him that got underneath him and just left hooked him, and he just barely gets into the wall with his rear end. So hopefully that didn't cause too much damage and he can get back going without any issue. But the tires, though, that's going to be, if he, it does look like he has a little bit of right rear damage, and yeah, if he took his first set of tires under that caution, that's really going to put him behind the 8 ball, though. So we'll see how he can recover from that over the remainder of the race. And we do have the back half of the field here looks like they're going to probably try to top off. Looks like about 10 trucks pulled off to go down pit road. Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna probably try to do what Scherf did there on that last caution. What is even at 10 laps, he only had like 10 laps on that set of tires, and the restart he spun them. I think people are gonna learn from that and go, yeah, if there's a caution and I got tires, I might have to take them. Other than this one, obviously, since this was right away. And the only problem with that is if everyone that pit that first caution did take their tires, which I believe they did based on how they got restarted opposed to Scherf, they only have 1 set left in the pit. So if we go about 15-20 laps and then get a caution, they're going to have to hold on to their tires because they're still going to be about 60 laps for the rest of the race, and they're going to have to pit for fuel at least once from there. So we're already in a bind on strategy for some of these guys. The lights are out on the pace car, so we will be going green this next time by. McGonigal looks like he's going to be taking the outside. It'll be McGonigal, Pienta, Daubenberger, Powers, Smith, Cheshire, Thomas, Leach, Matt Kuntz, and Jeff Pogo to run your top 10 here on the restart. Looks like everyone is still in the race, though, except for the 64 Keith Bouchard. Looks like he has pulled off the track. Pace car is off, and McGonigal gets a big jump. That is a massive jump for the 94. He's got a 2.5 second lead already, but that's where it's going to cost him going into one, because the momentum was with everyone else once they got going, and here comes Pienta on the inside through 2 down the back stretch. Looks like the top 5 broke away from the rest of the field a little bit here, though. No, they're catching back up. But out front, Pienta does make the pass, and Brady Powers is going to follow him. That jump might not have been the best thing for McGonigal, it looks like. Powers and all over the rear of Pienta through 1 and 2 here. Yeah, it seems like a few trucks can get a little bit of a gap on most of them behind, but then everybody just catches back up, and it looked like Pienta got a little loose there, or Powers might have actually gave him a little bit of a bump. Either way, they are side by side going into 1. Powers does nose ahead, but the outside line will have the momentum through the center of the corner at least. We'll see if Pienta can pull it coming off the corner down the backstretch, and he does. It looks like he does. Looks like there's 3 wide for a second back here as Cheshire is sending it under Smith. We got 4 wide. It was for a second, but Ward in the 92 did back out of it. He got pretty close to the wall there. There wasn't much room. This is a battle for 6th. We got six trucks here battling for 6th. Up front, they are still side by side for the lead. McGonigal is trying everything he can to push Pienta by Powers, but the inside line is the better line entering the corner. He couldn't quite clear Pienta coming out of 4, but now he does on the front stretch. Now Pienta is all over Powers going into 1. And it is still 3 wide back here for 6th. As Ward makes a big dive on the bottom line, picking up a couple spots there, and he's trying for another one on Jamie Leach in the 2. Trying to take 5th. And it looks like it'll be looked like they were getting close to 3, and we do have another caution here. Let me try to find out who that was. Looks like it was the 77 of Zachary Dowse. Let's try to find out what happened. All right, he's already sideways or spinning down the backstretch. Looks like the same thing that happened last time, but in reverse. The 87 went to the inside, and the 77 was either it looked like they both kind of drifted towards each other there. Let us go from the 87's view. All right, so coming down the backstretch, he goes to the inside, and the 77 did drift down a little bit, and the 87 was already there, and that just ended up spinning. Kind of just a lapse in judgment there, it seems. And it looks like the field is going down pit road again. Except for the 94 is staying out, and the 43. And we do have some tire changes going on back here, so maybe it looked like the 06 was changing his tires. Maybe he didn't take tires the first time. Ellis Thomas in the 8 you can see is taking tires. A lot of tire changes, so maybe they didn't take tires that first caution, which I wouldn't have if I was them, but I based on how the restart was, it looked like they did compared to the 4 because he spun his and he was the leader. But we do know that everyone has basically taken a set now, which that might be why the 94 and 43 and 52 of Johnny Rapp stayed out here. Looks like Josh Ward was the first one that pitted. That is back out after pitting. So the top 6 stayed out, it looks like. Yeah, I would assume the top 6 took tires under the last, either of the first cautions, and then everyone else has just taken their first set. So this front group is going to have anywhere from 7 to 10 lap older tires than the rest of the field. We'll see if they can hang on to the front here for a little bit, or if that's going to be a huge factor this early or on that short of a run. In the practice pre-race, there were a few drivers talking about the tire wear issue, so we'll see if these guys are able to manage them over that handful of laps or so. The lights are out on the pace car. We will be going green this next time by. Front here will be McGonigal, Pogo, Rapp, Jones, Berry, and Scherf. Looks like McGonigal's going to take it a little easier on this restart. There he goes, and he chose the inside line as well. He still gets a pretty good jump. It doesn't look like anybody spun their tires up here. Field seems relatively calm on this restart. Rapp dives to the inside of the 43, going through 2. didn't quite have the momentum, so he pulled back in. Here goes the 43 going to the inside of the 94 and the 30. 52 gets the run on the outside though, so Chronicle does lead that lap. Oh, there's some fender rubbing back here in fourth. Chase Berry was all over Rye Jones down the straightaway. You could see his truck not liking that. And it is single file for like the first 10, 15 trucks. First side by side is Jay Heishman going around the 20 to Chris Smith and the 51 of Patrick Daublenberger here. And there's 3 wide right behind there. It's like Brady Powers wants to get back to the front as quickly as he can. Up front though, looks like Johnny Rapp is trying to take the lead away from McGonigal. Didn't quite get the move done though. There is a little bit of a gap between these guys in third though. And the 43 is taking a wide line through 3 and 4. Went a little far. You're 3 wide here in 11th. We're almost 5 wide coming out of 2 there. As I was going to say, you can already see the difference in like 8-lap tires. Quite a few of the trucks that stayed out here have already fallen back about 8 tenths. And there's a wreck. The 5 of Chase Berry and the 51 of Daublenberger got into each other, exiting 4 there. They were 4 wide, almost 5 wide when that happened too. They were 5 wide. The 5 just came down a little bit, and then there's some net code, and it just hooked the 51, and it took out quite a few trucks there, it looks like. We'll try to get another view here for you. Oh, this 00 made it through, it looks like. Who was that? Who was that in the 83? See what happens to him here, because he was the first one that got a big hit out of it. Other than 37 and 80, oh, he was trying to clear the wreck and got hit. Couldn't quite make it. That is some heavy damage though. He does keep it off the inside wall. Oh, he did a really good job keeping it off the inside wall. But yeah, that hit is not gonna hold well. There's a handful of trucks on pit road taking repairs under caution here. As the lead, oh, 52 faked them. He showed he was going down pit road, and he almost got rear-ended. You could see in the background there. We got quite a lot of trucks on pit road, as you can see, with a lot of damage. Some of them looked like they might have also just tried to top off on fuel to better their strategy for the end of the race here, because there's only two sets of, again, there's only two sets of tires tonight, and everyone's used at least one by now. So what they're wanting to do is try to get their fuel right, so they can pit right when they want to, maximize their tires for that last pit stop. We'll see if the lights go out on the car here, the pace car here this time by. And they are out, so we will go in green this next time by. As you see a truck finishing his pit road service coming out right in front of the leaders, gonna try to catch the field here before we go green. Your top 10 on this restart looks like it'll be the 52 of Johnny Rapp. Brady Powers will be in second. Rye Jones in third. Jay Heisman in fourth. Matt Scherf in fifth. Ellis Thomas in sixth. Chris Smith in seventh. Joshua Kane in eighth. Patrick Colby ninth. And Tarun Modakirti will be restarting in 10th. Hopefully we get another good restart here. It doesn't seem anyone else has really spun their tires since that first restart. So everybody's been giving each other plenty of room. Pace car is off. The 22 is hugging the 52 coming to the green, and the wrap goes. It's a nice jump. That hugging didn't really help the 22 too much, other than it held third place on back from really passing him. Although Jones does make the pass through two here, and it looks like Heisman is going to do the same down the back stretch. Ashman's trying to take second away as well here. And he does, coming through four. This is the highest he has been all race. And it looks like he's trying to take the lead here on this lap. He's on the inside of the 52 through two. Down the backstretch. A drag race going into three here. Looks like he will complete the pass through four. And he's going to take the 22 and the 8 with him. It's another leader here tonight. Now they're going three wide for the lead into one. And it's still three. Down to two. Patrick Colby, where did he come from? He's made it three wide in the middle for the lead. Evan Pienta's trying to follow him. Oh, Thomas doesn't quite get clear. There's still three for the lead here coming to the line. Ellis Thomas will lead that lap. Powers has the run on the outside going to one. Thomas did get clear for the lead. There's some contact with Pienta and Colby there for second. Colby has a bit of a run. They're back to 3 wide for the lead. Looks like a plate track out here now. McGronigle almost turns Colby with that bump going into the corner. Oh, they almost touch. Colby and Powers side by side for the lead. Coming out of 4. And they're going back to 3 wide here. All right, everybody said they're gonna use their tires up on this restart. Apparently, no one's holding anything back right now. It's lap 40 of 75. And forgive me, we have 75 laps here tonight, not 100. That was last night. That's my bad. Looks like it's settled down a little bit up here. McGronigle and Pienta clear that 3 wide battle into 2nd and 3rd. The top 3 are breaking away a little bit. McGronigle is looking to take the lead back. He does through 1, and there's still 3 wide for 4th back here. Colby is still stuck in the middle. Eichmann is still stuck on the outside as Pogo in the 43 was looking to make the move on the inside, but didn't have the run, so he backed out. And up front, there's another position or lead swap attempt. Powers is down to the inside now. Pienta is following McGronigle on the high line. I tell you, this truck series this year, they've been putting on a show every week so far. Looks like the lead has settled down a little bit. First battle is back here in 4th between Heischman and Pogo. Pogo goes way up by the wall as Heischman goes all the way to the yellow line. And here comes Patrick Colby making it 3 wide yet again in the middle. He thinks better and goes up to the high line. Looks like the high line is the dominant line right now. And Matt Kuntz has moved up quite a bit since the start of the race. He is up to 8th here. While everything's a little settled down now, let's go through the field a little bit. The current leader is Andrew McGronigle. Evan Pienta is running in 2nd. Brady Powers in 3rd. Jeff Pogo is running 4th. Patrick Colby in 5th. Ellis Thomas is running in 8th. 9th is the 7th. Sorry. 7th is the 13 of Matt Kuntz. Jamie Leach in the 2. Jay Heischman in the 06. 10th place is Nick DeCesare. Chris Smith and Rhett Tucker are 11th and 12th side by side right now. Matt Scherf is holding on to 13th. Joshua Kane in 14th. Josh Ward in 15th. Larry Poling in 16th. Nathan Rogie in 17th. 18th is Chris Tepp. Rye Jones. Johnny Rapp. Paul Thomas, and then we got a battle here between the 18 and the 44 for 22nd. '24th is Zachary Dowse. 25th is Tim Pekarski. Then we got the 51 of Daubenberger in 26th. George Fesco in 27th. Tony Emanuel in 28th. And that is everyone who's currently on the lead lap on the track. Back up front, it is still McGronigle and Pienta. Looks like Colby has lost a couple spots here. He's falling back to 6th. Oh, we got a spin. The 00 has spun going through turn 3 here. Oh. Let's see what happened. Let's see what happened to him. Sorry about that. I hit the wrong thing. Let's find him. Alright, so we went back a little bit. He was on the outside of a 3 wide going down the backstretch, it looks like. And it looks like he just thought the 99 was going to turn for the corner sooner than what he ended up doing. And once they touched, it just sent him around. And unfortunately, a couple trucks hit him head on. So it's going to hurt about 4 trucks in total there in the wreck. And the 00 is smoking, so that is going to be a long repair, if not end his night here, because there's only about 25 to 30 laps left. Looks like Patrick Colby stayed out while the rest of the field is hitting pit road. You can see the 99 had some heavy damage from that wreck as well. As well as the 28 that looks like a Chris Smith. First one off pit road was Evan Pienta, followed by the 43 of Jeff Pogo. As you can see, there's a lot of smoke coming out of quite a few trucks on pit road there. That wreck's going to take out a couple of guys here. Yeah, Patrick Colby is the only one that stayed out. And he was running really hard on that last run, so we'll see how his tires manage here on the restart and if he can hang on for the rest of the race. It should be coming to 1 to go this time. It looks like there's currently only 28 trucks still running out of the 34 that started. Yep, it is 1 to green, and Patrick Colby is going to choose the outside line. We will be restarting on lap 50, so there will be 26 laps to go when we take the green here. If I'm Patrick, I'm guessing he believes there's going to be at least one more caution, because he might not even make it on fuel the rest of the way, let alone have his tires hold up. But if he is sitting on one set of tires yet, and there's another caution, he might be in the best position. But that's all dependent on if we don't go green the rest of the way. Looks like the 55 has a little bit of nose damage himself there. It looks like it's caved in the center. Pace car is off. Patrick Colby leads them to the green on the outside. He is backing them up. And there he goes. It's a nice jump. Looks like everybody... Oh, we got one in the wall back there. It's the 15 of Chris Tec. I think he might have spun his tires and just kept it up out of the way. Up front, it's single file still. Colby has kept his nice little bit of a gap there, but here comes Pienta down the backstretch. He's going to look to the inside going into 3. And he's going to clear him. So, not even a lap, and the new tires are showing how much more valuable they are. As Pogo also goes by Patrick, and now he's going to be under attack by 3 more trucks here. Oh, the 94 hits the wall out of turn 2. He did a great job keeping it straight and out of the other trucks that were underneath him. We're staying green. 52 of Johnny Rapp just squeezes through the middle there. That's a you gotta make it move. And he made it, so it worked out. We got a battle for the lead as the 43 looks to the outside and the 22 looks to the inside. We are 3 wide for the lead yet again. 24 laps to go. 4 wide. We're 4 wide for the lead down the backstretch. 52 to the far inside, and he's going to pass all 3 of them. He's going from 4th to 1st in about 300 feet. The 22 stays to his rear bumper, though. They have a little bit of a gap, but the 92 followed Rapp through that, and he picked up a couple spots himself. You can tell it's go time for some of these guys. They know they want to get as far away from the rest of the field as they can here in the closing run. Everyone who pit that last caution can make it on fuel, so they're gonna give it their all to pick up as many spots and as much ground as they can. The top 3 have broken away. They have a 0.6 of a second gap over 4th, which is the 91 of Rye Jones. He has made it back up since his spin early on in the race. He's recovered very nicely. 22 is still on the bumper of Rapp. Looks like it's single filing out here. As you can see, almost the entire field is nose to tail now. Except for the leaders. Brady Powers to the inside of Johnny Rapp through 2. Down the backstretch, they are still side by side. And the 92 gets a run up to the rear of the 52, going into 3. Still side by side through 4. Doesn't look like he's going to complete the pass here, though. '52 has enough momentum with Ward right behind him to push him back by Powers. And Ward is going to try to use that to get by him himself. And he does clear him at the out of turn 2 there. So the top 3 are still swapping positions a little bit up here, but they're keeping that gap over 4th, and then there's a big gap over 5th, which is a battle between Pienta, Pogo, Scherf, and Leach, with Patrick Colby right behind them. wide for 5th here. The 2 loses some momentum on exit. Canton Scherfer still side by side down the backstretch going into 3, and it looks like they're going to go 3 wide. Not quite. Pianta holds back. Scherf's trying to clear the 43 as well. Going to pick up 2 spots through the set of corners. But Bogle comes back on the outside down the front stretch. Up front, the 92 is on the outside of the 50. They're going 3 wide almost down the backstretch. Ward has taken the lead. It is now side by side for 2nd. Rapp falls back into 3rd though. And it looks like Rye Jones is steadily making up some of that ground that he's been hanging back on. But behind them, they just continue to lose time as they still are racing really hard here for 5th place. A little further back, we got some side by side for 16th. That's how far back the 94 has fallen since getting into the wall on that restart on the exit of 2. It's like Ellis Thomas just passed Larry Poling for 10th. Up front, the 3 leaders are still nose to tail. And Rye Jones has knocked off another 1/10 of a second since the last time we were up here. Barry Powers was the inside going into turn 3. Ward is crowding him though. He doesn't want to give up the lead. He's using that side draft to hold him back. And he's going to get the run back down the straightaway. He doesn't lead the lap, but he will pull ahead of him by a nose at least going into turn 1. And Jones has picked up another 2/10 because of this in a lap here. Rapp looked like he wanted to go 3 wide again into the corner, but he decided not to. The Ward is hanging on that right rear. Powers does clear him though, coming out of 4 that time. Oh, and Ward turned him. He turned him on the straightaway. It looks like Powers did just barely nose into the wall there. Let's get a different view here if we can. But yeah, coming out, as you can see, coming out of 4, Ward gets a run and he's just pushing him, and then he just turns him, and that sent Powers to the inside, to the infield. Let's try to see if he does get into the wall here. Did he get into the wall? It looked like he got really close. Yeah, he did just barely nose into it. It doesn't look like there's too much damage there though, so hopefully he doesn't have any aero issues. But that is gonna hurt his tires. Well, that's not something you see every day. Leaders just spitting each other on the straightaway. We'll see if it looks like they're going to be coming down pit road here. Looks like everybody is going down except for Patrick Colby in the 9 and Matt Scherf in the 4. Larry Poling in the 69 and the 51 of Patrick Daubenberger stayed out as well. There goes the race off pit road. Sorry about that. I had to take a step away for a minute. Yeah, so it looks like the top 4 stayed up. Uh-oh. Patrick Colby must have went down the second time. But so the top 3 did stay out here. We will be restarting with 10 laps to go, so they're gonna do everything they can to hang on for 10 laps. I personally don't think that's gonna work out, but crazier things have happened. The lights are out. We will be going green next time by. Your running order on this restart will be Scherf at the 4. Second will be the 69 of Larry Poling. Patrick Daubenberger will be in 3rd. Brady Powers, the first one to pit this time under this caution, will be in 4th. Rye Jones in 5th. Johnny Rapp in 6th. Evan Pienta will be restarting 7th. Jeff Polio in 8th. Jamie Leach in 9th. And Ellis Thomas in the 8 will be restarting in 10th to round out the top 10. Again, the top 3 stayed out, so they're on some pretty old tires for this point of the race. It'll be 10 laps to go on this restart, and the 4, the last time he stayed out on old tires, he spun them coming to the green. So let's see if he can keep it under control this time. Pace car is down pit road. Here goes, he spun them a little bit again, but it was better this time. Everything's staying under control for everybody throughout the field, looks like. He gets a big jump though. But the 91, who is on fresh tires, was able to clear both the 69 and 51, and now he's up to the lead. New leader, 91, Rye Jones, 10 to go. Evan Pienta and Johnny Rapp are on the inside trying to follow him. Oh, there's a truck in the wall. It doesn't look like it's bringing out a caution, so we're staying green. It's 4 wide back here. This is a battle for 6th. 3 wide. The 43 runs the 99 all the way to the apron, entering the corner. Up front, Evan Pienta took the lead away from Rye Jones. Pienta is looking to get his 2nd win of the season. He did win the first race at Daytona. Rapp is all over him, though, going into 3. And he goes to the outside. 3-way battle for 7th there. Everyone's side by side up here. And with how much nose damage the 99 has, I am surprised he's running this fast right now. But he's doing everything he can to get this win as well. Trying to make it 3 wide for the lead, but the 2 doesn't quite get the run. They're 3 wide for 4th though. Jones is pushing Pienta all the way down the backstretch, giving him the run into 3. He's not going to clear Rapp, but he does pull ahead. Rapp does lead it at the line, though. We got 7 laps to go. And they're still side by side for the lead. Saw a truck in the back get a little loose down the straightaway. Pienta pulls ahead going into 3. They're 3 wide behind them in that second row. Still 3 wide. 91 is pushing the 55 as hard as he can without turning him. Are we back at Daytona? Because looks like it's just a traffic hour out there. But Rapp and Pienta are still side by side. This is the 4th lap now. They've been side by side for the lead. No one else has been able to pull up alongside them. It just seems like if you can get any little bit of momentum, you're going to have to take it here. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting where you are. Rapp does get that momentum exiting turn 2. He pulls ahead. He is now by himself with the 55 and the 2 side by side for 2nd. There's a slow truck down low in 3. He's getting out of the way. Oh, there's contact in the 43 turn the 91 into the wall. They both spin and they take out the 83 who was trying to get out of the way. And it looks like all 3 of them have blown their engine as well. Let's see that one more time. Yeah, everyone's just squeezing each other, trying to keep the runs from happening, and he just got into his right rear a little bit and it sent them both up. And when they came back down, the 83 was right there. Fortunately, no one else was involved, but all 3 of these guys have blown their engine, it looks like. So, looks like those 3 are done. And the 43 and the 91 were running really well here for the last half of the race. It looks like we're going to have a green-white checker here when we do go back to green, though. And it does not look like anyone is going down pit road, so we will take one last commercial break here.
How do we get these one-of-a-kind amazing trophies? Well, we were fortunate to find UD Awards when we started our league. We reached out and we connected with Christopher, and we got started designing these one-of-a-kind works of art. The process was easy from start to finish. After just a few revisions, we finalized each one of them, and the team at UD got to work building each trophy from scratch. They're a small team, but they've got the ability to do just about anything your brain can imagine. And don't worry, if you're not an artist, they've got an entire catalog of unique trophies in pretty much any material you can imagine. Wood, acrylic, glass, and in the case of last season's trophy, metal. The best part, they're affordable. If you're looking for a trophy for your event or league, the choice is simple. UD Awards can give you exactly what you want. Are you looking for high-quality, affordable sim racing paint schemes and graphics? Then look no further than Evan at Evan Pienta Designs. Driven by speed, Evan Pienta Designs offers a multitude of sim racing graphics, from liveries to social media graphics to team and series logos. To see some of the work done by Evan, or even race one of the public liveries he's made, head on over to tradingpaints.com and search Evan Pienta.
All right, we are back. They have just taken the one to go. And this will be the first green-white checker. Johnny Rapp in the 52 decides to take the outside line. Jamie Leach in the 2 will be restarting second. This is the highest he has been all race. Let's see if he can do anything with it and try to take his first win here. I believe in the league, let alone this season. Evan Pienta will be in 3rd. Rhett Tucker will be in 4th. Ellis Thomas will be 5th. And Zachary Doust, after getting caught up in a spin earlier in the race, will be restarting 6th. With how hard they were racing that last run and just overall tonight, I don't think we're going to make it back to the white before a wreck happens. I hope they do. They've put on some great last lap finishes here the first 2 weeks. Pace car is off. 52 is on leading them down. He's holding them, and he is off. He gets a good jump. Looks like the 8 got a little antsy there and got in the back of the 55. They keep it straight, though. Rapp has a big lead going into 1. Leach jumps up to the outside behind him. They're side by side for 3rd. Oh. Sounded like there was some spinning going on back there, but it looks like we're staying green. Jamie Leach to the outside in 3. Did not quite get to the outside of the 52, but he got a big run. Now he's on the inside. He is side by side with him, coming to the white. We will finish this race. They touched at the line. Jamie Leach does clear them going into 1. They are 3 wide for 2nd. Ellis Thomas way up on the high side. Loses a bit of that momentum. Leach is still out front. He's trying to throw blocks. They are 4 wide for the lead. And then they touch. They're wrecking. They are wrecking into 3. Rapp has the lead. Ellis Thomas is in 2nd. They are still wrecking back there, but we're watching the finish. Johnny Rapp is going to win back-to-back weeks here. Ellis Thomas is going to finish 2nd. Nathan Rogie will be finishing 3rd. Joshua Kane 4th. And Zachary Doust will round out your top 5. That was crazy. Let's try to get a replay of that here. Let's get a replay of what happened here. Yeah, so they're 4 wide for the lead going down the backstretch. They're just crowding each other on the bottom, and they just touch. There's a little bit of netcode, and they spin off into the grass. They keep it relatively straight. They almost made it back up safe. They collect the 42, and then everyone they're trying to go hard on the last lap, and they drive into it. That was crazy. All right, so we are gonna get your top 3 here for some interviews, and we will be right back. As the 52 of Johnny Rapp does his celebration. All right, Ellis Thomas, you are in the booth.
Hey, how's it going, Tony?
Pretty good. The whole race, it looked like everyone was going pretty hard, but those last two runs, I don't think anybody was driving without seeing red. And then that last lap, you made it through when they were 4 wide for the lead and decided to wreck each other. What was going through your head
Uh,
there?
I saw it happening. I saw the 99 take it 4 wide, and at that point, I was pretty much for a split second. I thought, do I throttle down? Do I hit the brakes and let them wreck, or do I just push Johnny as far as I can into the turn? And I decided to push Johnny as far as I could in that 52, and I guess it was the right choice. I think it could have gone either way, but I'm honestly just glad to walk away without being involved in that crash. But yeah, like you said, there was a lot of seeing red tonight. I think a lot of drivers were kind of lulled into the sense that they could just pretty much drive full throttle every corner. And I think you saw a lot of guys slipping back as the race went on in those final 10 laps. That had chewed up their tires, used them up a little bit too early. So it was fun racing. I know we had some cautions tonight, but I had a blast out there. It was definitely nerve wracking a lot of the time, especially those last few laps. But yeah, man, we brought the Apex Energy Ford F-150 home in second place. So best finish for me, I think, in a long while.
Yeah, so yeah, a great finish, and yeah, you got stronger as the race went on. How different were the tire strategies? And because of that, there were some restart issues throughout the race, and especially that last one. I noticed you got in the back of the 55. Did that hurt your chances at all?
No, I honestly think that worked out probably the same as it would have had I not gotten into the back of him. I don't think it did any damage to him or me, and I think the two just did not quite get the restart that the 52 did, and it slowed all of us down. So once we got rolling, though, I think we were fine. Yeah,
All right.
the tire strategy was definitely interesting. I think we were just waiting. When's that last caution going to come out? And eventually, I think with about 10 to go, that was the point where it was just time to take them no matter what. But yeah, quick thanks to all our sponsors: Apex Energy, UD Awards, Sim Racing Tech, Evan Pienta Designs. I think Evan might have been involved in that last crash, but we appreciate them. And hey, thank you for broadcasting, Tony. You're doing a great job.
Yeah, hopefully tonight it sounded the best it has, because I put a lot of work into trying to get the audio done. Again, since I was solo, it was a little. I wasn't able to. No one was able to keep up with any chat tonight in any of the chats. So I hope you guys aren't. No one got a little angry about that or anything.
We appreciate the fans out there for watching. So
Yeah, exactly. This is all for them. All right, so you have a good one. Next week, where is next week again for the
I
trucks?
believe we are headed to. I can tell you real quick. I think we're headed to Bristol. I have to look at the schedule though, but let's
I
see.
know the Cup Series is at Bristol next week.
I work one day at a time. Let's see. Next week we are at New Hampshire. New Hampshire. So short
So,
track, not quite Bristol short though. So it'll still be some bumping and banging though.
you expect anything good out there for you next week, or?
Ooh, I'm kind of like middle of the road when it comes to New Hampshire. You could give it or take it or leave it. I'll probably have a solid top 15 though. Maybe we'll see.
All right. Well, you have a good one. Again, great
Appreciate it.
finish, and hopefully you can bring this luck into next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, I'll get you moved here. Johnny Rapp in the 52, your winner tonight. Did you? It's two races in a row. Did you expect to come away with the win going into that last lap? And did you see what happened in that you were 4 wide if you didn't notice going into three there?
You got me?
Yep, we got you.
All right, yeah. I definitely remember sending it 4 wide at one point. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. And I did not. I don't know. The last lap, I just knew I wasn't going to be lifting, but I did not expect to win going into the race.
Like I said, going into turn 3 there on the last lap, they decided to make it 4 wide, and I didn't know if you knew you were 4 at that point, and did you see what happened there? Because they kind of wrecked each other underneath you.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what happened down there. I haven't I haven't looked at it yet. All I know is I was up high and I was holding her wide.
Gotcha. Well, the whole race seemed like everyone was just running as hard as they could all night. Is that how it looked out to you out there, or?
Not for me at all. After my whiff in strategy last night, we spent a lot of time talking about it tonight, and I think me and Ryan had a pretty good strategy. If it would have went green before Brady and the 90, was it 92 or 82?
Ward, yeah, they just kind of hooked when he was pushing him on the straightaway. That what you talking
Yeah,
about? Yeah.
at that point, I was just kind of riding. I knew they were going to. They seemed like they were pretty racy. Let them go, ride behind them, try to save your tires, let them burn them up, and then pass them. Right. But after that happened, I knew it was going to be short run on the tires. So send it. Right. Wide open, send it.
So how did the tire strategy? Obviously, you came in with a win, but were you like out of the loop on the tire strategy at any point? Because it seemed like everyone was all over the place. Did that you think that contributed to a lot of the 3 and 4 wide racing that we had to deal with for a while there?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, differing tire strategies. Guys that are going slower, guys that are going faster, and you know, that definitely affected it. I think I don't know. It's hard to call. I mean, we got lucky with a few cautions, so there's no perfect strategy. But sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. If it would have went green the whole way, I probably would have been mid pack because I really didn't have too much practice, and you know. But we got lucky with a couple cautions, and it ended up working out our way. And whatever happened with that wreck, I would imagine that we could have finished 4 wide from the sounds of it. So
Well, they were definitely trying.
yeah,
Well,
I don't.
no, sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah, I don't know. I think it was good racing all around, though. I mean, a couple incidents, but you got a big field, and yeah,
Well, everyone definitely was putting on a show for the whole night, at least from my point of view. And like back-to-back wins, all 3 races of this season has come down to the last lap, and you come out on top in 2 of them. So you're definitely looking good this season. You think you're going to be able to hang on to this momentum throughout the rest of the year?
I mean, I'm really hoping that they find some more tracks that are shaped like a D, you know. But I don't know. I'm okay at a couple of tracks coming up, and I feel like I'm okay at road courses, even though it's a weird road course. I might be okay there, but I don't know. I'm just along for the ride. Let's see what we can do.
Well, I hear that. So next week it's New Hampshire, and hopefully you can keep this momentum up. Is there anyone you want to shout out or thank before you head out?
Uh, Give a shout out to my dad. I know he's watching in the living room there, and Ellis and Chris for putting the league on, and also for racing tonight. We had some good racing there. It seemed like payday guys, Ryan, Chase, Heath. I know Randy don't run in this league, but him and Justin, all of them, you know, good, cool people. Proud to be, kind of affiliated with them. And you for putting the show on here. I know you're running solo tonight, but we still appreciate it. Do a good job out here, and that's about it.
Well, thanks. Hopefully tonight was the best one yet. The racing, I believe, was the best this year, so you'll definitely have that to look forward to at least. But that's the that's your winner tonight, Johnny Rapid the 52, and uh, good again, good win tonight, and good luck next week. We'll send you out of here.
Thanks.
All right, so that's your race tonight. We'll go through the finishing order here quick, and then we'll head on out. Thanks for everyone for joining tonight and watching. If you enjoyed the show or obviously the racing, feel free to like follow on Twitch, sub on YouTube, like on Facebook, all that stuff. As I get the results here. All right, so obviously Johnny Rapp is your winner. Ellis Thomas comes home second. Nathan Rogie in third. Joshua Kane in fourth. Zachary Dowse in fifth. Andrew McGonigal in sixth. Tarun Modakirti in seventh. Patrick Colby in eighth. Patrick Dollenberger in ninth. Matt Scherf rounds out your top 10. Matt Coots in 11th. Rhett Tucker 12th. Brady Powers 13th. Larry Poling finished 4th. Josh Ward finished 15th. 16th ended up being Timmy Emanuel. Evan Pienta ended up 17th after that last lap wreck. Jamie Leach 18th. He was also in that last lap wreck. That 4 wide for the lead. Chris Tepp 19th. Chris Smith in 20th. Patrick O'Toole 21st. Paul Thomas 22nd. George Fetzko finishes 23rd. Jay Heisman 24th. Tim Tokarski in 25th. Rye Jones running strong at the end and got into that last caution, finishes 26th. Jeff Pogo also ran strong all night and finished 27th. And then Nick DeCesare ended up 28th. And it's not showing the rest, but we did have 30 some starters. But yeah, that's your race night, guys. Again, hope you enjoyed. Hope you guys have a good one, and we'll see you next week. Same time, same place. On Tuesday is the Apex Energy Cup Series for Slingshot, and then Wednesday we'll be back here at New Hampshire. Have a good one.